Welcome in, guys. This is another day, another episode, and another tier list. One where, here, watch this. Boom! There's actually two more slots. If you guys saw the last episode, I knew I didn't lose no motherfucking characters. These two are alive. So the tally stands 0, Luxor, 1, Rocks for dead characters.
Possibly Travis, but we don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you guys right here, right now, this top 5 is getting untouched. Actually, no. Fuck. I can't tell you that. Okay, we'll start with 9. The worst character for me is gonna be. It's gonna be him.
Wow, Nick.
Nicolas
At the
Cage.
bottom.
He killed Abby. And hasn't done any. I mean, throughout the story, he was really not that helpful or useful. He was cool at first. I thought he was gonna have some play, but I don't know. He's gonna. Now that I know werewolves can come back, he could potentially come back, right? Once he turns back to human. But I'm still just. It's just sour, man. He killed Abby. We're gonna be quick with this one because a lot of the characters didn't see a lot of play.
Yeah, had Nick at 7, I think, in the last one.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, Nick is gonna have to be.
What?
Nick is gonna have to be down here in one of these two spots, 8 or 9. But do I dislike him more than Max and her? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of do. Like when I look at it, I'm just like, man, like there just wasn't too much help from Nick. It was only hurt, and it's not like these two characters ever really
Hurt
did
the
anything.
cast. Yeah.
And I think it's pretty self-explanatory that Max is gonna just be 8, almost by default. I don't particularly like him more than Jacob or anything, just because the only person that could probably come down in contention with Max is Jacob. But
he's spitting facts right now. I'm not gonna disagree with a single word here.
Between Travis and Chris, I actually might prefer Travis over Chris, just because Chris was a little weird when he was blaming Travis for everything. I didn't really like that when he was like, "Oh, like Travis, like you should have done more. You should have done your job, and then these kids wouldn't be here." And then, like, bro, you can't really say that when you're the werewolf, kind of doing everything. Like, it's really tough. And then I thought that Travis did do his job. He did tell them like, "Hey, like, don't go to the camp, go to the motel," and he actually like let them just go. I thought that was his job, and he pretty much did keep them out, and they just didn't listen. So for that reason, I'm gonna put Chris in here. Also, Chris left all the kids in the dark, didn't tell them a thing. Maybe it was just like to keep it a secret, but obviously it ended up getting someone killed. So can't say I like him too much right now. That's at the bottom.
Mine is actually completely flipped. I have Travis at the worst spot. This guy, I mean, he might kill someone in Rox's chapter, and that's gonna be all. It might be all in Rox's hands, so that's just not good looks.
He's killing Laura.
If he kills Laura, he can't get any lower than this. But Chris is weird. He didn't tell anyone about the werewolf situation, which I mean, it's kind of like if you were a werewolf, like, would you tell other people? Probably not, because you get fucking killed, right? So I understand he's in a bit of a pickle. This big fuckhead is kind of weird, super weird. Old Geezer is the least weird out of these. The least, like, he's the most normal, I feel like, out of the 4. So
he's very quiet.
So then we're gonna come over here. 8, Mr. Cobb, Mr. Useless, just got captured.
Wow.
Has provided nothing in the last 4 chapters. Nothing useful. Literally nothing useful. Max is annoying as fuck.
Did push Emma off a bridge.
Pushed her off a bridge. Didn't say sorry after he saw her either. It was like, this guy's actually insanely L looks.
Yeah. So
7, Max, right? He just hasn't seen a lot of play, and he was annoying. If Cobb wasn't a bad character, he would just default to 8 for me. So I mean, Cobb is cool. He's not bad. He's funny sometimes. Like, all these characters have their pros, right? But he just has the most cons out of everyone other than Nick. Then Max at 7, and then I'll do 6, which is actually closer than you think between these two. I've only seen Laura for the prologue or prologue
I kind of get it
in this chapter, but she's low key a badass. She killed Chris apparently. Fought off a wolf already on her own, which we didn't, have to do anything. But she did get bit, which is L. But she showed the bite, which was W. I'm gonna do that, and this is my 6
Okay.
for now. And then you can hit him with the 6-5, right?
Yeah, all right. Really going up. Now this is where Jacob comes in. 7. Jacob just hasn't done anything too useful. He's kind of funny, I guess, sometimes.
Cobb.
And that's what puts him, I guess, over like Max, purely just kind of like, oh, I like this character just more than this character.
There's nothing to like about Max right now.
Yeah, it's not like anything like to really like about Max, and at least Jacob is, I guess, like funny, but hasn't done anything too much for like the group. Although he is getting very singled out right now with the being in the cage. Like he just keeps running into these motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers don't fuck with him.
Just grab him and
yeah. So he's getting the tough end of the stick. Like he hasn't really been with the group at all now. Like he hasn't like regrouped with the group except for when he was like, oh, like man, like these guys are bad, kind of. But then I fought him off, and then he left again. So that's where he is. I'm gonna end up putting Laura. Probably not above Dill. Dill Pickle's gonna hold the line, and Laura's gonna be there. I feel like it's just been very short. There was probably a lot of like options that we could have like made her just a complete like asshole pretty much, and we didn't pick those thankfully. So I guess like the character that we ended up breeding was a good character. But I really like all of Dill's questions, and he did contribute like just a ton to the group specifically. And like I mean she's been doing that with like information. But, like he did do it with kind of more action with like the like when he saved everyone. So he's gonna hold that line, and that's where she's gonna fall for me.
Nice.
And I think I'm gonna, just kind of tell you all right now.
The rest of the tier list.
The rest is like the same, just because we didn't see anybody. So yeah, that's where these two characters fall for right now. So
I was gonna say the same thing. As far as I just don't really fuck with her. She's not really done a lot for me in the story, and her character is just cool. But Laura, whatever. Mm-hmm. She's gonna fall right here, right in the middle of the pack, which is really good for just being here for one chapter, right? Or like a chapter and a half, I guess. The rest of the tier list stays the same, nothing changed. Ryan got bonus points because he stole the gun from Laura.
That's true, yeah.
After she revealed that she had a bite, he instantly got active, bro. He picked up the gun and pointed at her, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was like, oh, whoa, like, even though you were like nice to us, like,
he was chill from the gets. And then he took all that information and got active. Crazy. Dills was just there laughing. So
Dills was there.
It just goes to show the comparison, right? Like between the two characters. But yeah, really cool. Good to see that we're learning and building more story around these characters as well.
And so we can actually rank them.
Yeah, and then everyone else is cool. So I'm excited to see what happens in the next chapter. I really do hope that we don't lose another character, but yeah, it's not my hands no more. I did the best that I could to set him up for success.
Travis will kill Laura. No. That's what we got from Path Updated. But it's probably more of like he's out to kill Laura. Probably like not like a guarantee.
I don't think he's there's no way it would be guaranteed.
Like just from that, I don't know. It seems like too
crazy.
Yeah, too crazy from that. And I gotta say that probably Caitlyn for me is just holding her freaking line just because I just purely like her character. But I can't. Not blasphemous for me to see her at number 6. I understand. It'd be blasphemous for me to actually probably see her like higher. Like I was like, ooh, if like you have her like at
above Abby
1 or 2, like man, something must be happening in chapter 8 or 9, 8, 9, 10, because I don't see it right now. But yeah, looks pretty good. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna call it. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.